Okay, so these are drawers 4 and 5. There are a total of 22 palettes. We are near the end. We're almost there. So I think we can get through this pretty quickly. I'm going to do what I've been doing before, kind of chatting through them, giving my general opinions and some swatches here and there if I think that's necessary. So keep watching if you're interested in seeing some more. Okay, so like I said, we're on drawers 4 and 5 now. So we only have 22 eyeshadows to go. We've done really well, but that does mean I have over 150 eyeshadows. I'll like top it all up later, but that is a little bit scary. Okay, so I'm going to start it off first with the Violet Voss Ride or Die palette. It is huge. We're even trying to store this. I have to just like lay it flat like this because it's too tall to sit in like a drawer. I got this like half price, so in my mind I was like, that's great value. Don't really use it. Like, so many of these colours are just the exact same as each other that it kind of doesn't make sense that they're there. Like, that shade and that shade and that shade, in my mind, look really, really similar. So I don't kind of see why they each have their own kind of thing. I do like that they're all girls' names. I think that's kind of cool. Nothing to do with the quality. The quality is fantastic. I want smaller palettes. It's too big, it's bulky, it's unmanageable. The next is the Be Perfect Carnival palette. This was given to me by my cousin. It's actually quite nice. There are some really nice vibrant colours. I mean, look at that pink. Like, that is just that's neon pink. Like, it's fun. And then there's this orange here that is called Lit, and it's really, really vibrantly orange. I haven't gotten to play with this as much as I might like. I do like that there's some like face products in here as well, but sometimes the problem with having face products in with an eyeshadow palette is you are going to end up missing certain demographics. Like, that'll be fine for my colour tone because I'm very pale and I could use that as like a highlight, and I could maybe use that as like a shimmery bronzer. But for anyone with a darker tone, what are they going to do with these? Like, I suppose they could use them as an eyeshadow, but like, that's not really on either. I kind of think if you're gonna do that, either make it so that you have several versions of the palette that are catered towards different skin tones, but then that's really, really hard. Or just don't do it. Like, release a separate palette. Or separate singles or whatever, because even getting a face palette can be dodgy in and of itself, that, you know, you're not going to find everything that you might like from there. Next thing is Too Faced, because I have a problem with getting their Christmas stuff. In fairness, I got this and it was 50% off. I didn't buy it at full price, and I just thought the packaging is really cute, and why not? And also, there's squirrels on it. I love squirrels. They're so cute. So like I said before with Too Faced, when it comes to their holiday stuff, they're like, well, we put in a purple, let's put in a purple. Now, of course, what they've done, as they have always done, is just put a Better Than Sex mascara, because they're like, this is our big product, we will put this in with everything. Now buy it, please, yes. So that's in there. I haven't used it yet, not that big on mascara. I will use it at some point. Oh, it is in there. My God, it is in there. I've taken it out several times. It's just, yeah. So anyways, they're all kind of magnetized so they kind of fit onto each other, sort of like a Christmas tree, which is kind of cute. But then it's kind of tricky to store them outside of this box, so I like to just kind of keep them in this box. So the first one here we have is just a face palette. So again, I've talked about the issues with having face palettes in these things. You're going to miss out on certain demographics. It's totally fine for me and my super pale skin tone, but I'm not every makeup consumer. Like, you know, it's fine for me, but there are a lot of other makeup lovers that would love to have something like this, but these shades are going to be far too pale for them. So we have like a highlight, a kind of a shimmery blush, and yeah, definitely a bronzer in there. I mean, the quality is nice, I have to say. Here we have pans of eyeshadow. They have their neutrally colours, as they generally tend to do all Christmases. They're actually quite nice. I've swatched them. They go quite nicely, and I've used them on the eyes. I mean, they're nothing to write home about, but they're not bad either. And then the final one, if I can actually get it out, because the thing is, you have to like take all of them out to get to all of them, which is a bit annoying. It's the final one here. It's the base of the tree, which is kind of cute. Again, like I said, the obligatory purple, it's in there, and then there's like a duochrome shade. Some of these are more kind of I'm trying to think if the word is opaque. Is it opaque when you can almost see through it? Anyways, they're not very pigmented. I'll get there. It's been like 2 hours. I'm struggling, but the thing is, they're great as like a topper on top of other eyeshadows. They would work great in that sense, but on their own, not so much. But I bought this half price, so I'm not annoyed. But I think if anyone bought this for the full price, I think it was like £55. I got it for like 27 something. I think they'd be annoyed. Like it's not worth £55. The next is this little box that I got from Kaleidos Cosmetics, and it is 3 of their Futurism eyeshadow palettes. Oh my god, they are so pretty, and I keep them in this because it's so cute, right? Because and of course, obviously, I'm just a regular consumer. This is just what they send to their consumers. If I can open a box, what's wrong with me? But they sent it like this, so it has this little ribbon, and it's like, a note from the future. Hi, Ceci. That's my cat. Hello. You wanna do makeup? No? Don't stand on my stuff, please. I love you. Yeah? Good girl. Sorry. Hope she doesn't show you her balloon nut. Do you want to sit up here with me? Yeah, don't stand on my incisions. Oh, you got me on my incision. Here. There you go. There you go. Sorry, she is such a pet, and if she isn't with me at all times, she gets really finicky. Her name is Ceci, and I love her so much. So like I said, these are the Kaleidos Cosmetics. I'm sorry. I will get to you. I will. I love you so much. Oh my god, you're dribbling already. Yeah, she dribbles when she's really happy. So apparently she's happy. Do you like that I'm looking through makeup? Do you? Yeah, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. No, she also has a tendency to suck my thumb, so I think that's what she's looking for. She's a bit weird. But then again, she's my cat, so what else was I going to get from that? Do you want to just lie down for a little bit? Because I'm almost finished. Okay. So we have the Futurism 1, which is sci-fi green. Such professionalism. Still wow, cat in lap. And she's still standing on my incisions. It's so sore. No, don't lick my face. I have makeup on me. And I'm not sure how that would interact with your tiny cat stomach. So they have this beautiful green palette, and it's so pretty, and it swatches so nicely. I'm not going to swatch them now because I've been petting cat, and that's just going to contaminate things. And yeah, hi, I love you too. Hi, hi. Oh dear, she's dribbling. I'm sorry. And then the second one is the Futurism 2 Cyber Bronze. So there's kind of some reds and kind of golds and browns in here, and they're really pretty. Like I said, they're is it £5 or £6 palettes, and they are just beautiful quality. Yeah, you're just looking to do kisses. She's just dribbling all over me, and they're so pretty, so vibrant, so nice. I'm so sorry. The cat. I'm sorry, Ceci. I'm the worst cat mama. Oh no, I love you so much. Is that alright? I'm bartering with the cat. That is what my life has come to. The next one is the Futurism 3, which is Astro Pink. Again, the packaging, isn't it so pretty? I'm not great with boxes. I have a cat in my face. Actually, this is the truest representation of what my day-to-day life is. It's just a cat, just looking for love. So here it is. They have this beautiful blue, the purples and pinks. I'm not even that mad that there's the black in there. They swatch beautifully. I am so glad that I got these. I bought these because, and yeah, I think Fist recommended them on her channel, and I'm so glad I listened. I really enjoy them. I think they're so pretty. So we're on to, like I said, the fourth and fifth drawer. We're almost there. Next thing I have is the Urban Decay Naked Basics. Why did I get this? Why? Why? Somebody told me it was good, and then I went, oh, well, if they said it's good, I should get it. I don't think I've even used it. I mean, that was just stupid of me. I should probably give that to somebody else because it's there. And I'm like, you shouldn't just have this for the sake of having it. The Urban Decay Urban Spectrum. I really liked this. These are like some really nice jewel tones, some teals, blues, greens, pinks, and there isn't even that many neutrals. So I actually really enjoyed this particular one. And of course it had the really cute like lattice work that I had on a previous edition. I thought was really pretty. We have the Urban Decay Full Spectrum. I know this wasn't a hit with a lot of people, but I really enjoyed this. This was right up my alley of colours and fun and joy and a lime green, hooray! Sorry for the reflection. I loved this, and I still do love it. I still like tap into it. I have gotten a lot of use out of it, and I think it was fully worth the money. I don't understand why they've made this a limited edition thing. I don't think you can get this anymore because I think it's, again, one of their better items. And yet they'll have the naked palettes for forever. I got this. This was a limited edition thing as well. It was Naked on the Run. I actually quite like this because it was a combination palette where it had some eyeshadows, but it also had a highlight, a bronzer, a blush, some lippy, a pencil, and a mascara. So I've kind of used that a certain amount. It's handy. I like it for when I'm going somewhere, like if I have an overnight interview, like say in Dublin. That's really handy because these are the sort of makeup looks I tend to do for if I was doing like a job interview. The next one I have is the Kat Von D Anniversary Palette. I was so excited about getting this. I was like, oh my god, yes, can't wait. And then it came out, and I was like, yeah, the cover story is really pretty, but it just doesn't work well on the eyes. It doesn't swatch. Well, it swatches okay, but then when I blend it on the eyes, it doesn't come out the way that I wanted it to. This is meant to be a red, but it doesn't look like a red. Like it is. If you see it in person, it looks like a red. On camera, it doesn't look like a red. It looks more like an orange, but it's meant to be a red. It doesn't pull like a red on the eye. It looks more like this orange, which is just kind of sad. And even like I said, Kat Von D is generally good at her blues. It wasn't up to par with her usual things. I think this almost signalled the end of the quality of Kat Von D's stuff, and from what I've heard of her more recent stuff, like that vegan palette, I didn't get it, or the was the fetish palette, I didn't get that either, but I heard the quality was not fantastic. But then again, that's just me going on other people. This is my one and only little Viseart palette. Now, I had wanted to try Viseart for forever, but I couldn't justify the cost. It's pricey. So I was like, I will get like one of the Petite Pro ones, and none of them really spoke to me because they didn't have a colour story I liked. And then this one came out, and it has yellows and purples and pinks and reds, and I was like, oh, that's really pretty. The formula is really gritty. It's really strange. I've never kind of had anything quite like it. It doesn't blend as nicely as I would like. I am, however, so glad I got this rather than buying a really expensive Viseart big palette and then be annoyed about that. Unless it's like one of those weird things where the formula is different in the mini ones than the bigger ones, because I know Natasha Denona does that, which I just think is dodgy as hell. Just use the formula. You know, if you want somebody to buy your stuff, make sure the formula is consistent. That is what will lose you consumers. The colour story is really nice. I need to play with this a little bit more, but for the moment, it's just the texture of it was really weird for me. I wasn't that into it. This is a little Bare Minerals palette. I got this in TK Maxx. I love TK Maxx. Every so often you just find like little treasures. I got that for, I think it's like $7.99, and it's a really nice little quad. If it'll open, there we go. There we go. Pink, white, black, and purple. Now it isn't showing up on the screen that well. If I show it at the angle, it kind of gives a more true representation, and it's quite pretty. I have made quite a dent in this. It's like a lilac-y colour. It isn't showing up on the camera that well, but I've gotten a lot of use out of that, and I've really liked it. Another Bare Minerals one, again from TK Maxx. I got it for $3.99. I love getting little steals like that. So this is a lovely green, a blue, kind of a khaki brown, and this sort of it's like a minty white colour, which is really pretty. Again, I've really enjoyed this. I can't quite get the sticker off it, but I don't really care. Like, it's not a big deal. This I got for sheer nostalgia purposes because I was a major Polly Pocket fan when I was a kid, and this just reminded me of one of the very first Polly Pockets that I got, you know, the original, like really small, before they went like bananas and made them into big monstrosities of things. So I kind of had to get this. I didn't have to, but I wanted to, and I got it at half price, so it wasn't that bad. It's the Lime Crime Pocket Candy, and it's the kind of purpley one. Open it, there we go. I've made some really nice little looks out of this. I really enjoy it. There's that lovely lavendery kind of shimmer. There's this white kind of duochrome iridescent thing. You can make a really nice look out of this. Now, of course, there's only so much you can make out of it. Was it worth? I think it was originally retailing at £35. Was it worth that? No, I got it for £17.50, and I think that was a far more reasonable price. So I think they were selling it for far more than it was actually worth. The next one, this just arrived the other day, and it came in this really cute little packaging. It is the Melt Impulsive palette. Haven't got to play with this. I have only swatched this, so I'm just going to vaguely tell you what I think on that. I really like this side, the side with the red, etc. They swatch really nicely. This side does not swatch as nicely. It's very faint. There's not as much pigment. It's almost like they're two very different formulas, which in a way I kind of almost understand, because each side is meant to represent the two different people, but I'm kind of like, but you are still one company. But I kind of can't say much more beyond that because I haven't tried it like on the actual eyes. I'm going to do that soon. I've gotten so many new things because I've been off on sick leave, and I'm just feeling sorry for myself and just buying those eyeshadow palettes. So I will eventually get onto that and start checking these things out. Next thing, I kind of count it as an eyeshadow palette because I sold it as a palette. It is very reflective. The Colourpop Party Talk Extreme Shock shadows, and they had kind of glitter in it, and I'm like, they're so pretty. I like that some of them have like these kind of jewel colours. They're really wedged in there, like, if nothing else. Like, say for instance this one, really hard to kind of get on camera, but you know, I'll try. I will try. There we go. It is just this beautiful like galaxy colour. It is just, look at it. It's so pretty. I have just done swatches of these. I'm looking forward to actually properly playing with them. I have way more makeup than like one human person could ever need, but I will still buy more because I want to. Next I have the Natasha Denona Mini Star palette. So I think this is meant to be like a miniature of she has the larger star palette. So you can see here, there's like, this looks like a green shade. This is very misleading. It does not pull green. It is more a bronzy kind of colour, and it's kind of duochrome. So it looks in the pan like it's green, but it really isn't. And then this doesn't look like what you think it's going to look like either. Like, you look at that and think it's kind of like a bluey grey, and then when you see it on, it's a brown. It's really weird. I'm glad I tried that. I don't, not 100% happy with it. I don't think it's amazing. But I got it half price, so I'm kind of like, whatever. Not a big deal, you know. Then I got the mini Lila palette, which is meant to be like an almost mini version of the the big Lila palette that I have. And I do love the Lila palette. None of these are shades that are actually in the Lila palette, which I do appreciate. I think it's just generally it's her idea of like taking some inspiration. This one I like a lot more than the mini star. The shades are more true to how they look in the pan. Um, I'm not one for eyeshadow surprises, but I think this is really nice. Um, then the next one that we have is, let me see, this Natasha Denona mini sunset palette. Now she has bear with me, my eyelash is driving me bananas. Stay. She has like a larger sunset palette, which I don't think I'd bother getting. However, she has recently released, I think it's like the Sunrise palette, and I really want to get that, to the point that I've ordered it. And I got an email from Cult Beauty saying it has shipped, it has been dispatched, so, I'm excited. So this is the mini sunset, so it has a really nice yellow, some reds, kind of bronzes. They look as they are in the pan, they're really pretty. I like having these for when I'm traveling, for when I'm going to conferences and such. They're really handy rather than bringing bigger palettes. So I'll usually bring like say 3 of these, so I have some versatility, and I can have some choice. The next one that I have is the Natasha Denona Holiday Palette. Was that the Joya one? I don't know. I think it was the Joya palette. Does not say. Oh, I think it was the Joya palette because it's the one with the yellow on it. I love this one. I think it's just that pop of yellow that I'm like, yes. I kind of think if that wasn't it, I wouldn't be as into it, but I'm like, yes, yellow. Oh, yellow. It just kind of brightens it up and it makes it so much more interesting. And then very last one, we're there, we've made it, we've done so well. Is the Natasha Denona Cranberry palette. I really like this. I love kind of purpley shades. I think it's really interesting that there's like a corally peach colour in there. You wouldn't have expected that. I think it's really interesting. They swatch really pretty. So you can kind of see them all there to at least some extent. I'm sorry, I don't have a good camera. I'm using my laptop. Bear with me. I don't have the money because I'm spending it all on makeup. But I think it's definitely it's a nice palette and it's worth the money in that sense. Well, maybe it's not worth the money. I often think these things are like, I think it's like £41. It's very expensive. I think if it was more like £30, then I'd be like, that is acceptable. That is an appropriate price. But I do think the quality is there, and I think if you're too frightened to go for the bigger palette, because that is a lot of money, it might be an idea to get the smaller palettes. Wait until, say, the likes of Cult Beauty, Feel Unique, whomever have a sale on, and you could grab it for less money. That I think is a great idea. So essentially that's it. That's my entire eyeshadow collection. I hope you enjoyed it. Try not to judge too harshly. And I'd love to see you back. Enjoy. Bye.